Hello, hello. Good afternoon, Wonder VA. Welcome
Good
to our
afternoon.
free webinar brought to you by Vane Philippines. Hi, partner.
Hi, Ma'am Glenna.
Yes,
Hi,
so
guys. I
good
am
afternoon. My name
Clarice.
is Glenna, and I have here today my beautiful co-host, Clarice.
Sakto lang. Uy. Hi, guys. I'm Clarice, the other SMM of Wing.
Yes.
So, welcome.
Yes. So, kamusta ka naman? At medyo parang nasa team tayo ng mapulang pag-ibig.
Yes, kasi February na. So,
Yes.
ano tawag doon?
Hindi
Love of
sinasadya.
month?
Alright. So, ayan, meron tayong 92 attendees dito sa Zoom. Hello sa inyo. And naka-live po tayo sa Facebook. Sa mga
Yes.
nandyan po, pasok lang po kayo dito sa Zoom. Alright? So, bago tayo mag-start at talakayin ang ating topic for today, which is Wix. So, magkaroon muna tayo ng house rules brought to you by Clarice.
Yes, of course. So, number one is no bashing or harsh words. So, syempre, let's stick to the topic lang. And any questions or any conversations, ilagay nyo lang sa Q&A tab. So, dun lang, close talaga yung ano natin, GC. So, yung group chat natin dito. So, wag na kayo magtaka. Dun lang tayo sa Q&A tab. So, let's stick nga lang po sa topic na i-discuss for today's webinar. And yun, again, for questions or any conversations or interactions, dun lang tayo sa Q&A tab. And then, check nyo lang din yung chat box from time to time for announcements and links. And then, rename nyo na lang po yung name nyo dito sa Zoom. So, para ma-recognize namin kayo. Kasi minsan may mga anonymous, tapos sila
Mhm.
yung nananalo sana sa games. So,
Tama.
sayang yung cash prize. So, yung, syempre, nire-recognize namin is yung may pangalan. So yun, stay till the end of our webinar para ma-qualify kayo for the certificate. And ayun po, hindi po tayo agad magbibigay ng attendance sa panigurado may magtatanong na naman dyan
First
ng
attendance.
maaga, kakapasok lang. So mamaya pa yon.
Mm.
Okay, then for the recap of our webinar, kung hindi kayo umabot today or medyo may emergency or busy, you can watch the webinar replay on our YouTube channel. And ayun, sa ano po natin na mention, meron tayong FB live stream. So kung gusto niyo pumasok kayo dito sa Zoom to qualify for a free certificate. And syempre, para manalo din kayo sa games later. Chance na manalo later sa games. So, yun lang, Ma'am Glenna.
Alright, so thank you so much, Clarice. Yung game natin, wag niyo po abangan ng 2:00 on the last part na pa para magtuloy-tuloy ng discussion ng ating speaker for today. So, speaking ng ating topic ngayon ay weeks. So, hindi pa natin to na-discuss last year. Kasi buong year, last year, nag-webinar tayo and wala pang nakapag-discuss about weeks. Meron pa tayo is yung WordPress, okay? So, para introduce na natin, no? Umpisa na natin kung sino ang magdi-discuss ng ating topic, which is week. So, Wonder VAs, brace yourself. So, we're delighted to have our speaker for the day. She is a week certified Velo and accessibility partner. She has extensive experience designing and developing Wix websites for diverse clients. Wow. So, she is also a skilled virtual assistant handling everything from website maintenance to digital marketing. So today, she will share her expertise in Wix, helping aspiring VAs like you na nandito po to boost your web designs and development skills. So let's give him a warm welcome, Altea Las Cunha. So guys, sagyan natin ng clap-clap reactions dyan. Yan, bubukas na siya ng kanyang camera. So good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon everyone.
Yes, kamusta ka?
Good, really good. Thank you so much sa pag-invite sa akin dito. And sa lahat ng umattend ngayon, I'm so excited to share my knowledge with you.
Alright, so yan, nadadagdagan na tayo ng attendees, 106 na dito sa Zoom. So are you ready, Thea?
Yes, ready. Let me share my screen
Yes,
para
the floor
makita
is
natin yung
yours.
presentation.
Go ahead.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so yung topic natin today is all about basics of web design and development using the Wix platform. So just to give you a brief background of myself, hello, I'm Athea Lascunia, and um, just like you, before din, nag-aspire din talaga ako maging VA because I really wanted to work at the comfort of my own home. And syempre, since the pandemic, no, a lot of people talaga nag-start ng mag-work from home. And so I thought, why can't I do it too? So nagsimula siya, yung VA journey ko, specifically in the web design and development niche since 2020. So nung pandemic. And nung pandemic actually, yung nagawa ko lang na websites, around 7 websites. And since then, I started learning through online lang. So I just taught myself using resources that I found on YouTube, mga webinars din, and sa resources din ng Wix website. So since then, I've designed, developed, and managed about 500 websites na as of today. And I've worked with clients and businesses both locally and internationally as time went by. So, just a quick question. So, have any of you ever tried making a website? So, if yes, you can do a heart react or you can raise your hand, just so I have a brief idea. No? Okay. And okay. So, with that, I want to share with you why you should choose web design or web development as a niche. So here are 4 main reasons. So if you are starting out kasi as a VA, I would suggest that you really choose a niche. So it can't be just parang gusto mo maging VA tapos hindi mo alam saan yung focus mo or saan yung gusto mong field. So if you want to pursue web design or web development, it really is a standout niche in the competitive VA market. And another one is that you get to manage websites remotely from anywhere. That's why yung being a web designer or being a web developer talaga, perfect talaga siya sa mga gustong mag-work from home. And third one is it's a continuous learning there's a continuous learning opportunity in this era of technology. So alam naman natin parang lahat is online na, no? As much as possible. And lastly, you can empower clients to grow their businesses online. Okay, so another question. Have any of you ever used Wix before? Or may idea ba kayo sa Wix? So just do a heart react or raise your hand if you have. So yes. So with that, yung topic natin today, so this is the outline. First, I will introduce you to Wix if wala pa kayong idea. And next one is I will share with you the web design principles. So ano yung basics or ano yung dapat i-follow natin when we are designing? Next is the development process. So how do we create a website from start to finish? Next is what are the best practices when you are developing a website? And then next one is I will also do a live demo for you all. So just a simple website live demo para makita nyo din paano gamitin yung Wix and ano yung kanang dashboard niya. And lastly, we have a Q&A session. Okay, so to begin, first, ano ba yung Wix sa mga walang idea? So actually, maraming web development platforms. So as mentioned earlier, my WordPress, my Wix, my Shopify, my Squarespace, and marami pang iba. But for this webinar, we will be talking about Wix. So bakit nga ba Wix? Actually, I think that Wix is really perfect for mga beginners, yung nag-a-aspire mag-VA, or learning, if you wanna learn a new skill na wala ka pang idea. And it's actually really easy to learn Wix, even sa mga walang background sa web development or web design. So Wix, it is a website building platform with drag and drop features. That's why it's really simple and easy to use. There is no coding required, so it is perfect for beginners. So I know na maraming nag-iisip na if you are developing a website, need mo may coding skills ka, dapat alam mo yung JavaScript, alam mo yung HTML, CSS, pero that is not actually the case for Wix. Since Wix is really beginner friendly, pwede lang siyang drag and drop, walang coding required, not unless you want to do like specific functions. And Wix is often used by small businesses, entrepreneurs, VAs, and freelancers. So, bakit nga ba Wix? Because it is user-friendly, it has an intuitive dashboard, and it's an easy learning curve. Also, free lang mag-build ng sites on Wix. So, if you're thinking na baka may need bayaran if you want to build a site, no, it's completely free. And then it also competes with other website building platforms like WordPress, Shopify, etc. It is also ideal for VAs to manage multiple client websites efficiently. So, going forward, if marami na kayong clients na hinahandle, madali lang mag-manage ng websites on Wix. And also, there is plenty of templates available for you to use as site basis. So, if you wanna have a guide, pwede tayong magsimula also with templates rather than building a site from scratch, which is perfect for beginners. Okay, so here's an overview of Wix. So, if magka-create tayo ng site on Wix, may two options tayo. And it is Wix Editor and Wix Studio. But for this webinar purpose, we are focusing on Wix Editor because it is ideal for simple websites, portfolios, blogs, and small businesses. And it has simple design features. Meanwhile naman, yung Wix Studio, it's better for advanced, it is an advanced platform designed for professional developers. It offers a more complex design capabilities and flexible layouts, and it requires a deeper understanding of web design principles. So, Wix Editor muna tayo since this is a beginner webinar. Okay, so now let's go to the principles of web design. So, when we are creating websites, these are four main things that we should consider. And first is it should have a user-friendly navigation. So it's easy for visitors to find information. Like for example, when you use Facebook, madali lang mag-log in, madali lang mag-log out, madali lang pumunta sa homepage or sa profile. So it should be really easy to use. And next is it should have a clean layout and proper spacing. So less clutter and more clarity. Third one is the mobile responsiveness of your website. So it should not only look great on desktop, but most especially mobile. And lastly, the last principle is to follow color schemes and typography. So para naman consistent yung branding mo when you are creating a site with the branding of the business, no, that you are creating a site for. Okay, now I'm gonna dig in deeper with the principles. So first one is user-friendly navigation. So meaning nito, madali lang for visitors to find information. So these are screenshots no of websites na user-friendly yung navigation nila. So first of all, pag nag-visit tayo ng website, may logo and may menu, and then there's buttons, highlight buttons. And for example, itong sa baba, for an e-commerce site, so madali lang mag-navigate through different sections or collections of clothes or products na binibenta nila. So it's very essential na pag gumawa tayo ng website, madali lang hanapin yung other pages. Madali lang siyang i-navigate through it. And for our next website web design principle is clean layout and spacing. So as you can see on the screenshot, um, so ito yung sa taas, ito yung navigation bar niya. So it's really easy to navigate to, as you can see. And ito naman sa baba, so dito nagsimula yung layout niya for the website. As you can see, my image, which is obviously itong guy, which is the designer. And then next is my heading title. So my smaller heading title, and there's a main heading title, which is pag first time mo palang makita yung website niya, you would already know na, oh, okay, he's a designer. And eto siya, yung nasa image. So it's a very straightforward, which is really good kasi importante yung ma-convey natin sa site users if ano yung gusto nating, if ano yung purpose ng website natin. So in this case, it is a portfolio website. And as you can also observe, so hindi cluttered yung layout niya. So wala masyadong things going on sa background, and at the same time yung spacing it's really very good since centered and front yung text and yung image niya. Okay, and then up next is for the principle 3 is mobile responsiveness. So when we create websites on Wix, actually there's also the option to design the mobile view. So it's okay, I'm going to show it to you later. But yes, this is a very important principle since when we are designing sites, we don't just think of kung ano yung mukha niyo sa laptop or sa computer screens, but most especially sa mobile, since actually more people are using mobile rather than desktop. So yung according to statistics, around 60% of people actually view websites through their mobile rather than desktop. So it is just as important, if not more than important pa nga with just the desktop design. And then next one is the last principle, the color schemes and typography. So dapat consistent yung branding natin. So when we talk about branding, so this includes ano yung color palette or theme ng client na ginagawa nyo ng website. Yung mga typography nila. So ano ba yung mga font styles, fonts na ginagamit nila. So for example, if yung client na gagawa nyo is may logo na sila or may branding na sila, it's important to consider that because dapat nagre-reflect din siya sa website na gagawin natin para cohesive naman, no? So that when people see the site that you've built, they will know na, okay, it is for this brand. So, yes, mostly naman yung mga clients, may brand guidelines na yan sila. May branding sheet na sila. So, we can just ask that from them and then let's consider it when we are building our site. So, for example, my websites na they want it to look professional. Meron namang they want it to look playful and more pa. So, yes, that is a very big thing that we should consider also. And then, okay. So, ngayon, actually, I want to show you paano gumawa ng website sa Wix. Kasi, it's important that we know the principles, but actually, yung learning talaga is hands-on talaga. As I have also experienced, aside from just knowing those principles, mas maganda talagang mag-practice kayo with Wix. So, meron tayong process when we build out a website. So, these are the steps. So, first of all, when you build a site, we need to assess the needs of our client. So, of course, we need to do a call with them or to assess, to ask them kung ano ba yung gusto nila sa website nila, if ano yung purpose ng website nila, which I will tackle more about later on. And the next is, so after natin assess yung needs ng client, then we start setting up the site or selecting a template. So some clients, they want na we build from scratch, while some, they are fine naman if we select a template. So it really depends upon the client. So once we have kunwari, we have already selected a template, that is when we design or develop the site. And later I will discuss more about this. And then, so for example, we already designed the site on on desktop. Then we proceed to optimizing the site for mobile view, which I have mentioned earlier is a very important web design principle. And then next is we test the site for user experience. So testing is just as important as developing the site. So for example, gumawa na tayo ng site, dapat we should learn how to use it like a real user. So para ma-assess naman natin, okay, this certain area needs improvement. And or ito, hindi siya nag-work. So it's very important to fix the issues. And then lastly, if we are sure na wala nang issues, wala nang bugs, we've tested it well, and the client approves of the site, then we can go ahead and publish it for the public to see. Okay, so I'm gonna discuss deeper each step of the process. So first is kapag nagbe-build tayo ng site, we need to assess the needs of the client. And usually this is in the form of a discussion or what I like to do also is you create your own onboarding questionnaire or your document. So, yeah, it depends on the client's preference. So, yung iba, you go on a discussion and then later on you can send them a follow-up questionnaire para naman same vision kayo before you are even building the site. Para yung results, alam nyo both it is you reach yung parang yung target nyo talagang gawin sa site. So, here's a screenshot. I hope you can read it well, but this is an example of a website design questionnaire. So, it can contain questions such as, what does your company do? Para may background tayo. For example, it's a consulting business or the person is an author. So, we know what kind of site we are going to build. So, it can be a portfolio site or maybe it's an e-commerce site and many others. Next is, who is your target audience? So this is very important when we are creating a site kasi we need to know kung sino yung users ng site. For example, yung target audience ng business is older people. So dapat yung design natin is optimized siya for older people to use, like using bigger font sizes or using clear images and making it easy for them to navigate to the site. So yes, kung ano naman, if younger people naman, dapat easy din, dapat straightforward din siya. So it's really important that we know the target audience. Third one is, what is your USP or unique selling proposition? So ito yung what will make the client site unique. So if we know their USP, we can highlight it on the site and use it to make the site stand out. So fourth one is, do you want to improve an existing website or create a website from scratch? So yes, this is very important kasi some businesses, they want you to do a redesign, meaning meron na silang existing site and they want to maybe make it more modern or more professional. And may ibang businesses naman na they really start from zero. So wala pang website. So it's up to you to really build on that. Next is, do you want your website to be optimized for SEO or do you have a list of keywords you'd like to target? So regarding SEO naman, so it can be another topic. But yes, when we are building a site, we need to consider yung content na nilalagay natin, which should include mga keywords so that yung site is easier. It's better for search engines to search. So yes, mas lalabas siya sa Google. So it can be another topic. And then lastly, what is the URL of your existing website? and what do you like or dislike about your existing website. So this is also important. For example, yung client is my existing website na siya. So we need to study it and see if ano yung room for improvement sa website nila. Because syempre, they want us to build a new one. And it's important that we ask them what they like and dislike about it para we know if ano yung envision nila for their new site. So, here are things to note. Basically, yung business nature and branding guidelines. Yes, we can also ask them what can we have the branding guidelines or your color palettes, and then what are you trying to convey ba for your site? Do you want it to be professional? Do you want it to be playful? Do you want it to be modern? Para same vision tayo with the client. And third one is, are there specific functionalities that you want to have? So, for example, my clients na, for example, author, they would say na, I want a blog on my website. So that is something that we can add later on when we create. So we can add a blog widget. For example naman, if they are building an e-commerce store, syempre, they want to have a shop, they want to have product reviews. So that's very important. We need to ask them what specific functionality do they want to have on their website. And then lastly, which I also find very important, is do you have any website inspos? Kasi this will give us an understanding if ano yung in-envision ng client na look and feel for their website. This is very important kasi para yung finished product ng ating website is aligned with their vision naman. And then, so next, after we assess the needs of the client, then we are ready to actually do the development process. So first, we can set up a new site or select a template. So Wix actually, I would recommend for beginners that you use templates since wala pa masyadong idea if ano yung like dashboard ng Wix or ano yung elements ng Wix. So if you want to select a template, if you want to practice, you can head here to this URL, wix.com/website/templates. So these are examples of templates here. So actually ang dami talaga, hundreds of templates. So may mga landing pages, coming soon landing pages, may templates for restaurants, authors, therapists, and then may templates also for services such as roofing services, cleaning services, and more. So you can head on to this URL if you wanna look at the other templates. And then, so third one, so for our demo, we will be starting a site from scratch, and then we will be following this process. So these are the essential elements when you are building out a site. So for homepage, we have the header. So yung header is the first thing. Same here sa presentation na ginawa ko. Ito yung header sa taas, which has a logo, and there's a menu, and there's a button. So usually, ito talaga yung three things that should always be there when you are creating a header. Next is the above the fold section. Above the fold means yun yung first thing na nakikita mo sa website without needing to scroll down. So that is called the above the fold section. So yung sa pinakita kong screenshot earlier, my headline, my button, and then my visuals. So for example, yung picture ng guy, and then sa left niya, my headlines. And then, so these are for the homepage, by the way, yung dinidiscuss ko ngayon. So aside from the header and the above the fold section, it's important to have an about overview. So this is just parang small content lang about the person or about the business. Um, just a brief introduction, and then there's a button, like for example, a read more button. So they can go to the specific page with more details about them. And then aside from an about section, we need a service overview section. So, for example, gumagawa ka ng uh, like a consulting website. So, you need to showcase if ano yung offerings nila. So, they do maybe free consultations, they do audits, ganon. So, it depends if anong niche ng website yung ginagawa natin. But it's really very important na merong services section sa homepage pa lang. Aside from services, testimonials are important. So, ito yung maghahatak ng sa site na parang for customers to like use the or like support the business, ganon. So, testimonials are very important. So, usually reviews from past customers ito. And then lastly, for the homepage, we need a footer. So footer yung sa pinakababang part ng website, which usually it includes business details, like your email, your phone number. It includes also quick links to the other pages of your site, and there's usually a privacy policy and a copyright notice. And then for the other essential pages naman that I think a site should have, you should have, aside from the homepage, there should be an about page. So this usually contains a biography, vision, mission, and could be staff members. And then aside from the about page, we need services. This should be an brief overview to showcase offerings. And then lastly, you need a contact page. So this should include a contact form, social media accounts, and the location or map if applicable. Okay, so now let's try to build out a site using this development process. So we'll go through each one. So first, start tayo sa homepage. So I'll show you paano mag-navigate sa Wix. So Wix's website is wix.com. And then, so I'm already logged in. So, you can create your own site. And then, you can create your own account. And then, once you can see, once you log in, you can see this dashboard. And then, so since we are creating a new site using Wix Editor, not Wix Studio. So, Wix Editor for our demo purpose. So, just click this. And then let's just skip this one. And then for example, we are creating a VA portfolio site. Or a virtual assistant service site. So just click continue, and it will generate the site dashboard for us. So ito yung makikita natin once we have created a new site. So let's just type the site name. So for example, this is a test site, and then continue. So it will actually ask you if ano yung goals mo for the site. So for our example, since it is a VA service website, so we can click offer services, collect leads, promote myself, and yeah, I think that's good. And then actually Wix has apps. So these are examples of their apps. So my booking app, which will let clients schedule appointments with you. So meron ding online store if you are selling products. Meron ding events if you are managing events. So and there's more pa, such as blog, portfolio, pricing plans, forms, chat. But for this example, we'll just use bookings. Okay, so now we're all set. And then, so let's click on design site. So, yeah, so I'm gonna show you muna how to create a site. I'm not gonna parang focus here sa menu because eventually you will learn that as you create more sites in the future. So to create a site, just click this design site button. And then, so there are two ways. An AI can help us, or we can customize the template. But for this demo purpose, we are just picking a template. And then, so as mentioned earlier, ito yung lahat ng templates ng Wix. So may suggestion siya if ano yung best match sa gusto nating gawin na site. So you can assess, you can have a look at the templates, you can view it to see if it's a good fit for the site you're building. But for this, for us, we'll use this one. So we are starting from scratch para makita nyo talaga paano yung drag and drop features ng Wix. So this is the template I've created, which is a blank one. So let's edit it. So let's just wait a few seconds. Okay, so ito yung Wix editor itself. So as you can see here, dito sa left side, nandito yung menu niya. So here, itong plus, we can add elements. Next one, we can add sections. And then here, we can manage pages. And the next one, we can set the site design. Next is we can add apps. So yung mga blog, yung mga events. This one is my business. So more settings. And the next one is media para maka-add kayo ng mga photos. And the next one is the CMS or yung database. So, eto. So here naman sa top, etong mga menu. So, nandito yung site. So, you have options like to preview, to publish, to create a test site. And then under settings, if you want to connect a domain. And then next is dev mode, which is for advanced designers. And then, yeah, I think those are the essential ones. And then here's the right side, you have the option to save your site and then to preview what it looks like on desktop and mobile. And then lastly is to publish it. Okay, so now that we're familiar with the Wix editor, let's try to build out a site. So we will follow this one. Ito, which is first, let's work on the header. So the header should have the logo, the menu, and the call to action button. So dito tayo sa add elements. As mentioned, drag and drop lang to siya. So we can add first a logo. So we can add an image. So here, we can select, sorry. So we can select an image or a logo. So yan. So ito yung header natin. Kita nyo to? Yung box. That is the header portion of your site. So you can drag in your logo. And then one thing which is very important, never go beyond the grid lines. So as you can see, yung mga sections, may mga grid lines sila. So we should keep our elements inside the grid lines lang. Kasi if we go beyond, for example yan, sa other screen sizes, makakat yung logo natin, half lang yung makikita. So dapat they should be inside the grid lines. So for the header, aside from the logo, we need a menu. So dito, under menu and anchor, there's this. Let's just drag it. Yan. And then lastly, let's add a button here sa right. So for example, a book button, book now button. So under elements, my button elements. So here, yan. So let's just change it to book now. Ayan. So that's our header. So three important elements: the logo, the menu, and the button, the CTA button. So after that, we have now our header. So move tayo sa next one, which is the above the fold. So the above the fold usually contains a headline, a CTA button, and some engaging visuals. So here under sections, actually, may mga pre-made layouts na si Wix. So, you can check them out. You can familiarize yourself. And yeah, so we can add from here. Let's see. So, yan. So, sige. In this case, I'll just drag some text elements first. So here I'll add a heading. So for example, I'm gonna make a VA website for myself, and then let's drag in another detail. So ayan. So this is your main text, and then this is your supporting text. And then here naman for the background, we can add in an image. So for example, virtual assistant. Okay, let's just use this. Ayan. And then we can adjust the opacity. So something like that. You can also add in an image here of yourself, ganon, or other background images, whatever you see is fit. And then aside from just the headings, the heading titles, we need a button. So a CTA or a call to action button is very important. So you can lead users where they want to go. So for example, itong button could be contact me, and later we can link it to the contact form. Ayan. So this is now your above the fold section. So again, above the fold is the first section you see before you even scroll down the site. It's very important kasi it's the first one that site users can see. So it conveys your message and your purpose of the website. So up next, we will move on to the about overview. So a brief introduction about the business. So we can add in a new section here. And then for this one naman, let's use one of Wix's pre-made templates. So here, let's try to add this one. Okay, this one. So we can just drag it, and then there it is. So this is our about section na. And then, so yeah, just a brief overview, a short biography about yourself. And then this one can be read more. And then later we will link it to the about page. And then aside from the about overview, we need a service overview. So what is it that you offer? So for this one, let's add in here a section for services. So let's try this one. So here, this is just a brief overview of what you offer. So for example, you create websites, so web design, and then you also do site audits, and then for example, you also have free consultations. Yan. And then we can also add here another button, so you can lead people to the actual service page. So Explore. It can be explore. Ayan. So now, so we have now a lot of our sections. So we have the header, the above the fold, an about overview, and the services overview. So next, what we need is our testimonials. So we can encourage people to, use our services. So here again, Wix has some layouts for that. So here under sections, there's testimonials, and let's select this one. Ayan. So you can customize the text, with your own testimonials or reviews from people that you worked with. So it's very easy. So it's really just a drag and drop platform. And then, so now we have our testimonials. Let's work on the footer. So the footer should include details and quick links and a copyright notice. So this one. So this is the footer, yung pinaka last box ng editor. So let's add elements. Let's add our logo again. Ayan. And then let's add quick link. So we can add another menu here sa bottom ng site natin para madali lang nilang manavigate if they want to go to another page. And then we can add in our social icons. So under elements, there's social, and you can drag these. Ayan. And then we can also add a copyright text, which is a standard for all sites. Example, copyright test website 2025. So, yan, the essential elements of a footer. So your business name or your logo, some quick links, social media bar, and then your copyright text. So here it is. We have now a complete homepage. So this is just very basic. Of course, you can refine it. You can add your own style to it. You can add your branding elements, your typographies. So if you want to do that, you can click this one, site design, and then you can actually change the theme of your site. So here may mga pre-made na themes. So for example, if you want an energetic site, so it will automatically change the colors for you. If you want a retro kind of site, ayan. But if you don't want any of these, you can also create your own. So dito under color themes, you can select the base colors and the accent colors. So if you want something professional, so you have your own color palette, you can do that. You can adjust that here. If you also have your own fonts, you can. So you can select from any of these here. And at the same time, if gusto nyo mag-upload ng custom fonts, you can also do that. And then you can also change the page background. So if ayaw yung white siya by default, you can do black or blue, ganon. And then page transition. So if gusto nyo may effect every time you change to a different page, you can also do that by selecting any of these. So ayun, now we have our homepage. We can proceed to the other pages of the site now. So next, one essential page is the About page. So let's do that. So to be able to add a new page, you can click this icon, the Pages and Menu icon, and then just click Add New Page. So pwede kayong mag-select here under the pre-made templates, or you can start from scratch. So for demo purposes, let's just select a default template here. So select tayo dito under About. Okay, so let's select this one. So ayan, it automatically added the page for us with all of the details. So ito na, and then you can customize this with your own photos, with your own text, and you can even add more sections if you want. So this is the about page. And then another important page is the services. So if ano yung ino-offer natin. So again, go here, pages and menu, and then add a new page, and then select a layout under services. So we can select this one. And then let's rename it services in caps. Okay. So ayan, automatic na meron na tayong service page. And it even included the form for us. And then lastly, so aside from the about page and the service page, we need a contact page. So very important, so people can actually reach out to us and can go to other social media pages if they want to reach us out there. So again, let's add the last page, which is the contact page. So let's select this one. And then contact. Okay, so for the contact page, the essential elements are, of course, the form. So you can receive their submissions. You need your address, your if you're a business, but we can also remove this. So your phone number, your email, your social media accounts, and a map if applicable. So as you can see, yung pages na create natin, in-add natin, automatic silang nag-reflect dito sa menu. So yes, anything that you add here will automatically reflect sa menu element na nilagay natin. And yes, so now look, we have a complete site with a home page, about page, services, and a contact page. So next sa ating development process is, so since we're done with step 3, let's go to step 4, which is optimize for mobile view. So to do that, we need to switch to Wix's mobile editor to preview the site on smaller screens. We need to adjust the text size, the image placement, and spacing for better readability. We need to ensure buttons and links are easily clickable. And we need to hide or rearrange elements that don't fit well on mobile devices. So to do that, we just need to click this button, itong mobile button, and then it will automatically show us how it looks like on mobile. So ayan, as you can see, yung ating header is nasira yung layout niya. So we can rearrange it. So just simply drag wherever you see fit. Ayan. The book now button, if you don't want it, you can hide it. So we have the option to hide elements on mobile if we want. So in this case, I'll hide it. I'll just put the logo in the menu. And then since these are from Wix's pre-made layouts, they look pretty good. But if you want, you can adjust the font size. If you want it to be smaller, ayan, you can just do this. You can also adjust the spacing. You can drag the sections up and down. If you want, you can center some of the elements. So just drag it. You can realign it if you want. Ayan. And then the form, it already looks good. And then here, so as you can see, yung mga ibang elements na disarrange sila when it comes to mobile. So just rearrange them. So una yung logo, social icons, and then last yung copyright. Ayan. So that's for the contact page. Let's go to the home page. So ayan. Home page looks pretty good. So you need to check um the font sizes, most especially since it's a mobile screen. It should be easy to read for those who are using their mobile devices. And then text should be front and center. Images should be big enough for you to see. And then yung spacing should also be good. So for example, itong logo, it's pretty big. So let's just make it a bit smaller para hindi masyado siya mag-occupy ng space on mobile screens. Ayan. And then also you need to check, for example, may na-hide kayo accidentally, you can view that here under hidden on mobile. So for example, yung button earlier na hinide ko, if I want it to show again, I'll just click this. And then ayun na siya. Okay. So the mobile preview of Wix is pretty easy to use. It's very straightforward. I think it's one of the easiest parts when developing a website, the mobile. And then so since we're done now with the mobile, let's just hit save. Sorry about that. So saving your site is very important because sometimes baka mahina yung internet connection natin. We really need to constantly save so that hindi mawala yung progress natin. So now we're done with mobile. Let's test it for user experience. So how do you test a site? So first you need to navigate the website as if you were a visitor. So you can actually identify issues. And then you need to test all links, buttons, and forms to ensure they work properly. You need to review the content for clarity, readability, and proper formatting. And you need to ensure the site looks good on different devices and browsers. So, so let's try to test the site. So, andito ako sa editor, and then I'll click the preview button. So this is how it looks if you actually use the if you publish it and use it. So ganito yung mukha niya. So let's go to desktop first. And so to test, you need to make sure are the fonts readable, are the buttons working. So let's try to click this. So this one is an example of a non-working button since we didn't link it earlier. That's why it's so important to test so you can fix it if needed. So since itong button na to, hindi ko siya na-link, so let's go back to editor. So here, nandito na tayo sa editor. Let's click on the button and then there's this link option. And then, so let's link this one to the contact page. And then done. Okay. And then here also below, we have the read more button, which is also not linked. So let's link this to the about page. And then lastly, we have this explore button, which we can link to the services page. Ayan. So now that we've linked all the buttons, we can do a test again by previewing the site. So now let's try to click the button again, and it should lead us to the contact page. Ayan, so now it's working. So yes, that's why testing is so important. So let's go back to the home page. Okay, let's just wait a few seconds. Ayan, so this button from the about section should lead to the about page. So ayan. And yes, so once you're done testing, let's say you fixed all the bugs, you're sure na everything's all good on mobile and on desktop, what we can do is now publish the website. So we're ready. We're ready for the public to see it. So how do we do that? We hit the publish button, and once we do that, we review everything on the live site. We check for any issues again. and then we can share it with the client, and after that we can monitor it for a few days just to be sure that walang new issues on the live site. So how do you publish it? Just click the publish button here on the upper right side of the editor, and then immediately it will generate you a link. So just click view site, and then eto na yung website na ginawa natin. So this is how it looks on actual devices. So you can test again, like for example, click the buttons again just to be sure that everything's working. You can view the other pages. You can check if may mga na-cut off ba na images or text. In this case, wala naman since we stayed within the grid lines. And then here, you can test the forms. Yeah. And so once you're sure that it looks good, you've monitored it, then there you have your final site. So the public can see that. They can access it also through mobile. So you can use the link too and view this on your mobile device. So you can see what it actually looks like. And yes, so actually yun na yung development process natin. So we went through from asking the client what their needs are, to selecting a template, to designing the actual site, to working on the mobile view, and then lastly to publishing it for the public. So now, so what are our key takeaways for this whole process? So web design is a valuable niche for VAs since it makes you stand out from the other VAs. So you have this specific skill that you can offer to clients. So another takeaway is that Wix is ideal for aspiring VAs to create professional websites. So creating websites doesn't necessarily have to be difficult. You can start with simple sites, and then eventually you can create more complex sites. And with the use of Wix, it's really easy since it's just drag and drop. And yeah, next one is applying web design principles ensures better user experiences. And then last one is you need to learn continuously. So you can start with one website, your first website, and then don't just stop there. You create more, and then you use the platform so that um, your skills become better. You become more familiar with the dashboard, and then you'll be become even more confident when you offer your services. So, next naman, so these are my tips for aspiring VA specifically in the web design niche. So, when you create a site, you can use a template first so that you can also see what a good site looks like. You can study it if ano yung mga elements na ginamit nila, if ano yung sections na nilagay nila sa homepage, ganon. So, yung templates sa Wix, they are really good. So, just try to use them. And then, so for example, you found a good template. I suggest that you practice your technical and design skills by trying to copy the template. So actually, when I started also, ito yung practice na ginawa ko. Naghahanap ako ng website or templates on Wix, and then I copy them para malaman ko if, okay, ito pala yung elements na ginamit nila. Ganito pala yung pag-setup ng kanilang mga sections. So I found that that was very effective in making your skills, improving your skills. Next is you unleash your creativity. So if you're a web designer, well, most likely you're a creative person. So use your creativity skills. Like for example, you create your own brand guidelines and then apply it to the website that you're creating. Or you can also create your graphics that you can apply on the site. Or you use other creative elements like vector arts, other decorative elements to make your site look good. And then lastly, just keep practicing to build your portfolio. So it's okay kasi even ako before, I just started with like 2 websites and then 2 became 7, and then that eventually became my portfolio when I applied, and then up until now I've built over 500. So just keep practicing and you'll get there. And then, so lastly, so what are the best practices for VAs using Wix? So, as I've mentioned earlier, we need to understand clients' needs and goals before we start. And next is we choose industry appropriate templates or designs. So, for example, if you are building a site for a consultancy, of course, dun ka sa mga consulting based templates. You can find that naman on Wix. And then keep branding consistent. So make sure that you are using proper colors, fonts, and logos. And very importantly, you need to ensure user experience is satisfactory. So use it like a real user. Para malaman mo if ano yung mga things that you can improve on sa website. Okay, so now, so we are open for any questions. You guys can feel free to like type here sa ating section, sa ating comment section.
So yeah, break muna tayo. May
Okay.
mga questions na dito. Like I see 7 questions. So balikan na natin siya afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, send us your GCash number for us to send you ang tumataging na 50 pesos sa yung GCash, okay? So yun, mabalik tayo sa ating Q&A part. And by the way, sa mga nagtatanong na ng link ng ating attendance, isi-send ko na po here para makapag-fill out na kayo while we are doing the Q&A. Alright, so meron mga questions dito, Thea, mga nauna the upper part.
Okay, sige.
Ano gusto mong sagutin dyan?
Sige, for a while lang. Okay. So, my good question dito, sabi ni Jocelyn, libre din ba ang lahat ng templates sa Wix? Yes, actually, libre lahat ng templates sa Wix. So, kahit ano, pwede niyong gamitan for basis sa site nyo. Wala siyang bayad. And then sabi ni Princess, almost same sila ni Canva. Actually, I wouldn't say so kasi yung Canva more on pang graphic design siya eh. Meanwhile, yung Canva, meron silang, sa pagkakaalam ko, pwedeng makabuild ng sites. Pero very limited lang yung functionalities. So, yung focus ng Canva is graphic design and then Wix is website design talaga. And then, my question, pag nag-edit ka ba sa mobile, magbabago din ba itsura sa desktop? Hindi po. So, anything na i-change mo sa mobile, hindi siya magre-reflect sa desktop. So, okay lang. Do you... sige, ito next. From Arlene. Once we publish the site, can it still be editable? Yes, you can edit it anytime, even if published na siya. So, if you wanna do some fixes or you wanna add some new content, you can, even if published na. And then, from Enrico, if the client is willing to start from scratch, fine to use Wix, but you can't integrate with a coded site, correct? Yes, if the client wants to start from scratch, we can definitely use Wix. Pero actually, you can put code on Wix, but medyo mas technical na siya, so hindi ko siya in-include dito sa webinar. But yes, it is possible. If the client has some functionalities or existing code sa website nila na gusto nilang i-move over to Wix, it still is possible. It's called Wix Velo. If you want to explore that, you can. And then, hi, can I ask, wait, nawala. Pero yung question niya is, ayun, can I access Wix apps in my mobile phone? My Wix has an app, pero it only enables you to view yung mga like form submissions or to monitor your site visits, pero you cannot build sites using your phone. It has to be using your laptop or your computer. And then, another question, meron bang free domain na offer yung Wix just like WordPress? May free domains on Wix, but yung catch is may ano siya, may nakalagay na .wixsite.com. So, yun na yung difference. Pero, you can also buy domains naman if you want through Wix. And then,
Sa baba na ba tayo? Or sa taas pa din?
sige, check ko sa baba naman na comments. Questions. Okay. Goods din po ba yung e-com sa Wix? That's a good question. So, Wix also, sa Wix, we can also do e-commerce sites. Actually, yes, I would say yes. Though we can't deny na may platforms talaga na for e-commerce like Shopify, but we can still do that on Wix. Yes, you can customize your site para you can add certain functionalities para it can be a good e-commerce site. Let's see. Regarding okay. Question, what if in the future you will stop being a web designer? Can you still parang nawala. Pero are you still responsible for the existing client site? So that really depends sa contract niyo with the client. But me usually, for example, I build the site. I give them like a few weeks to a few months to monitor their site. And then, yes, ayun na, done na. Unless you go on like a contract with them na you also manage their site, then that's totally fine. You can keep doing that. And then, may I ask? Oh, for a while. May I ask, yung Wix, needed pa ba siya ng mga additional tools like other website? May bayad ba? So, yung sa Wix, yung main functionalities niya, like yung, for example, blogs, free yon. Pero, even e-commerce, pero, yes, even yung e-commerce, though, to be able to parang to accept payments, you need to upgrade to a better plan. So, yung Wix actually, by default, free siya. Pero for example, you are a business that accepts payments, need nyo gumawa ng site or you let the client subscribe to a premium plan. Next is let's see. What's the difference between about and about overview? So, yung sa homepage natin, as I mentioned, may about overview tayo. Yung main page natin should only be like a summary of the different pages we have for the website. So, yung about overview should just be a short text lang to parang introduce yourself or the business to users. Pero yung actual about page, it can contain more sections, like for example, yung vision or mission of the business, or like the team involved in the business. So ayun, yung sa homepage is just a short section lang, like a summary. And then sige guys, you can type in more questions pa. Pag nakagawa ka na. Sorry, ano? Po?
Sa Wix, shareable din ba siya na pwede kong i-edit?
Oh, so sa Wix editor, one at a time lang yung pwede mag-access sa editor. Pero sa website itself, pwede naman mag-add ng maraming collaborators. Pero yun nga, dapat isa-isa lang yung mag-access at a time.
Okay. So,
But,
login ako using your login access para lang ganun. Or pwedeng invite ganun.
pwedeng i-invite.
Ah.
Yes, pwedeng i-invite. And then, pag nakagawa ka na ng website sa Wix, pag na-publish na, saan po siya pwede makita? So, sige, I'll share my screen. So, for example, nag-publish na kayo ng website and gusto niyo gumawa ng edits. So, eto, once nag-login kayo, makikita nyo immediately dito yung mga websites na ginawa nyo. So, for example, yung ginawa ko earlier, test site, you can select site or edit site. So, if gusto nyo pumunta immediately dun sa dashboard ng editor, you can click edit site. Pero, yes, so, bale, ito yung main dashboard niya. Marami pa kayong pwede magawa dito, guys. You can just explore. These are mga, ano lang naman, easy to understand. And then, ito, may nag-ask, is Wix Studio free? So, yung earlier sa demo natin, that was just Wix Editor. It is free. And, actually, Wix Studio is also free. But, to be able to unlock yung mga other functionalities and, yeah, and more, you need a premium plan for it. And then, premium po ba dapat ang account sa Wix? Hindi po. So, you can just use your free account para maka-build out ng sites. Let's see. Libre lang po ba gumawa ng landing page? Yes. Libre lang po. So, may templates din ng landing pages. Pwede nyo gamitin yon. Pag-practicean nyo or try nyo i-replicate. And then more. Paano if client gusto i-modify yung existing website? Pwede ba gamitin si Wix? So, eto, good question. For example, yung client is my existing website na sila. We need to know if anong platform yung ginamit nila. So, baka WordPress or baka Shopify. So, if ganon, need talaga natin siyang gayahin sa Wix and doon natin siya improve. Pero for example, a client has an existing site sa Wix platform na and they wanna improve it, pwede natin yun gawin as a basis. So, we can just ask them for website access para doon na tayo mag-work on and then just keep improving it. Or another option also, kunwari, yung mostly sa experience ko, yung clients gusto nilang ipa-redesign yung website nila. For example, may outdated sila na website. Yung ginagawa ko is, so I go to Wix, sa templates, naghahanap ako ng template na fitting for their website, and then I customize the template. Kasi ang nakaganda doon is yung templates, pwede nyo siyang i-customize according sa branding elements ng client. For example, may color palettes na sila. Punta lang kayo sa editor and then under site themes, i-edit niyo yung colors. And then, para matching na siya sa branding ng client. And then, add sections, mga essential sections like add kayo ng testimonial sections, an about overview, and kung ano pa yung sa tingin nyo na essential for the business. And then, it says here, is it possible to rank a free Wix website on Google? That's a good question. So, we call this search engine optimization. So meaning, how will you parang enable your site to be searchable on Google? So yung Wix may tawag siya na SEO whiz. So yes, it is possible na mag-rank yung websites natin even if it's just a free site. So you can search SEO whiz to learn more about it. And then, actually maraming nagtatanong, how much po ba ang payment for website or how should you charge? Actually, it really depends on what first need nyo i-assess, what kind of website is it? So, is it just a simple portfolio website? Or is it an e-commerce? Usually, yun yung mas expensive, yung mga e-commerce. Or if the client wants certain functionalities na need ng coding, yun din, mas expensive yun. But it's definitely, for me, project basis siya. And the amount would depend on the kind of website you are creating.
Yung dun, may singit ko lang sa mga e-commerce na website, di ba may mga payment gateways sila na
Yes.
i-incorporate yun doon?
Yes. So yung for the payment gateways, ano na din siya, integrated na din siya with Wix. So yung Wix, may tawag silang Wix stores. So yun yung, doon natin hinahandle yung products, yung management, yung uploading, and even the payment. So just add the Wix stores widget. Yun yung tawag.
Widget.
So wala na tayong need gawin sa like pag setup ng mga payment gateway. It's very simple na lang. You just need to the client needs to connect their own bank na lang. So it's that easy.
Okay, maybe last two questions.
Sige, last two. Sige guys, maybe you have more questions. Last two na lang. Okay, sige, eto. Pwede ba akong maglagay ng database sa Wix? Yes, hindi natin yun na-discuss, but available yan siya na feature on Wix. So, yung database is, for example, may forms kayo, automatic yun siya malalagay sa isang database. So, when you go to your Wix dashboard, punta kayo doon sa what you call CMS or Content Management System. And doon yung ma-access yung database. Or you can also create your own database from scratch. And then, okay, last one. After publishing, may bayad na ba ang pag-maintain sa website? Sa Wix side, sa technical side, wala. So you can still access your site even if you've published it. Pero like for VAs, aspiring VAs, I think that you should charge for maintenance kasi iba yung development sa maintenance. So yes, yun.
So, yun. At nasagot na po ang mga katanungan natin. So, kung nagtitin man kayo, mag-chat lang kayo dun sa aming ipopost na post about sa webinar regarding sa Wix. So, we'll try to answer those questions. Okay? So, guys, nakasend na po ang link dito sa chat box. And then, upon checking, we have 144 na nakapag-fill out. Okay? So, sa may mga struggle sa pag-fill out ng mga forms, what you need to do is take a photo, screenshot na umattend kayo ng webinar na to, punta kayo sa FB page sa Vain Philippines, message nyo kami, send nyo yung proof, yung full name ninyo, and yung email address para ma-forward namin sa inyo. Okay, so let's wrap it up, Clarice.
So, before we really wrap it up, so follow our social media platforms. We have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, ano pa ba? May Facebook group din tayo. And actually, may LinkedIn tayo. So, ayun, follow our social medias. All the links are on our group chat. And banggitin ko na lang ulit na nandyan na yung links natin for our attendance to get your free certificate. It will be sent within the week, so medyo konting pasensya lang po. Um, So, ayun po, working yung link natin as mentioned by Ma'am Glenna, meron ng mga naka-fill out. So, message nyo kami uli sa Messenger on Facebook with your screenshot, full name, and email address.
Okay, so with that, let's give Atea a round of applause, a heart reaction, and a thumb up para po sa kanyang pag-spend ng time, mag-share ng knowledge with us and her experiences. So thank you so much, Teo, for your time. And sana magkaroon pa tayo ng iba pang topic like, for example,
Yes.
pwede may mga email marketing for Wix and everything about
Yeah.
Wix. Okay? So
Yes, Suwan. Thank you.